Survivor-like, survivor-like, survivor-like. When is this lemon gonna stop giving us the juice? Not today. Hey guys, welcome to Big Kitty's Corner. Today we are going to be talking about Jotunn Slayer, Hordes of Hell. Let's get into it. Welcome to your Viking flavored roguelite with top-down RPG graphics. Set in the dark realms of Norse mythology, Hordes of Hell has you fight waves of enemies to earn divine blessings of ancient Viking deities, exploring hostile worlds and facing off against powerful bosses. I love when a game keeps me coming back to play. I can't tell you how many times I was going, just one more game and I'll stop. And I still want to go back and play it some more. At first when I saw this game, I was afraid it was going to get kind of dull and be very similar to a lot of other recent games in this genre, but this game honestly has great pacing. There are 4 characters with a few ways to play each one, and they have their own upgrade tree. There are also 4 deities that lend you some of their powers, and those have their upgrade trees outside of each of the rounds. There are multiple difficulties for the zones and different mechanics for each map. Each round has missions that you need to select and complete before you get to the end of the timer, where you summon a Jotunn and try to defeat it to win. All of this combined together gives me tons of ideas of how to play each character and try different builds and push into the harder difficulties. What really threw me was when I got to the insane difficulty levels and I was greeted by enemies I hadn't even seen in the lower levels, and I'm really nowhere being able to beat those yet. Another thing I liked, there were some accomplishments to complete for each character, which really was just beating a level with a certain character, but that unlocked new skins for those characters, which I thought was really awesome. I love being able to dive in as my big Viking boy and be able to build where I could just jump into the middle of a bunch of enemies and do crazy AoE damage. This game scratched the barbarian itch for sure. I played a little of the other classes, your basic shooty boy, a debuff caster, and a damage over time caster, and they definitely have their own interesting combos as well. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows though with the game. There are a couple little things I wasn't a fan of. I'm not really the biggest fan of early access games. I understand times are tough, but I would like to have seen more than 2 maps at the start of early access, because in all honesty, how many times am I going to go back and play an early access game after I put it down? It isn't often, and weighing that at face value, it makes me a little sad because I think they did a great job with this game. And don't say it isn't about the money, because if you put out a bundle that lets you buy in-game skins for a game that already has a paid cost, they are trying to get your money. I feel a great rule of thumb for games is if I spend at least an hour of game time per dollar spent, I feel like the price is good, and I definitely got more than $9 out of the current release of the game. Overall, I think the game was great, and I look forward to finishing it out. Let me know in the comments if there's any game that you would like me to check out. Also, let me know if you got this game. I'm curious what other people think of it, considering all the other games that have recently been released in this genre. Thanks so much for watching. This is Big Kitty, signing out.